How can you get an accurate CFS diagnosis after misdiagnosis? Getting an accurate diagnosis of chronic fatigue syndrome or myalgic encephalomyelitis after a misdiagnosis can feel overwhelming. It starts with understanding that this condition has specific core symptoms that need careful evaluation. The most reliable way to confirm CFS or ME is by identifying for key symptoms. These include debilitating fatigue that isn't relieved by rest, post-exertional malaise, which is a worsening of symptoms after physical or mental activity, unrefreshing sleep, and cognitive issues like memory or concentration problems. These symptoms should cause a significant reduction in your daily functioning and last at least 3 to 6 months, depending on the diagnostic criteria used. Modern guidelines like the Institute of Medicine criteria and the Canadian Consensus criteria emphasize post-exertional malaise as a hallmark feature, which was less highlighted in older criteria. Because many other health issues can mimic these symptoms, thorough testing is essential. Conditions like fibromyalgia, sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, depression, anxiety, and autoimmune diseases can all cause similar fatigue and cognitive problems. To rule these out, doctors often order blood tests, sleep studies, and mental health evaluations tailored to your specific symptoms. It's important to work with healthcare providers experienced in CFS or ME, as many general practitioners may not be familiar with the latest diagnostic standards. Specialists like neurologists, immunologists, or clinics dedicated to CFS-ME are more likely to correctly apply current criteria and recognize subtle signs like post-exertional malaise or autonomic nervous system dysfunction. While there is no single laboratory test that definitively confirms CFS or ME yet, some assessments can support the diagnosis. For example, the NASA Lean test, which measures orthostatic intolerance, can help identify physiological abnormalities common in these conditions. Documenting your symptoms carefully is also crucial. Keeping a detailed diary of when symptoms worsen, what triggers them, and how they impact your daily life can help your healthcare team differentiate CFS or ME from other causes of fatigue. Another important step is allowing enough time for symptoms to develop. Most diagnostic criteria specify that symptoms need to persist for at least 3 to 6 months. This helps exclude temporary fatigue caused by infections, stress, or other illnesses. Early diagnosis is helpful, but rushing to label symptoms without thorough evaluation can lead to misdiagnosis. Remember, each person's experience with CFS or ME can be different, so personalized assessment is key. In summary, an accurate diagnosis after previous misdiagnosis involves a careful clinical assessment focused on the hallmark symptoms, especially post-exertional malaise. It requires ruling out other medical and psychiatric conditions through appropriate testing and working with experienced healthcare providers. Keeping detailed records of your symptoms and their impact can greatly aid in this process. Always consult qualified medical professionals for personalized advice, as diagnosis and management should be tailored to each individual. Ongoing research continues to improve our understanding, but currently, diagnosis relies on a thorough clinical approach grounded in current scientific consensus and guidelines.